Alright, so this is my Fallout New Vegas stream. By stream, I mean recording. Let's play. This is going great already. So the deal here is that I am planning on playing through Fallout New Vegas. I played through it originally about 10 years ago, roughly when it came out. I tried another character at some point, but I haven't really played it all the way through since roughly the year of its release. I modded it to hell and back, which meant I got to play the 20-hour minigame of how to make a Bethesda game work. It turns out it is harder than you think, but after switching from one mod organizer to another mod organizer and fucking around with my load order and reinstalling everything, now it works. So I'm just going to play, I'm going to have fun. It won't be a blind run because it can't be. And a couple of the mods I'm running did add new material. I'm running For the Enclave, Autumn Leaves, and World of Pain, all of which should be adding some new material. So there'll still be things I'm surprised by. I may make an effort to roleplay a different character than I played last time, and I'll just see how it goes, and hopefully it won't crash. So without further ado, I'm going to start a new game. What a lovely place. Honestly, I prefer fall casinos for like this, but I also like it kind of quiet. To be that guy. See, Caesar's Legion is wrong about many things. Its skirts are great.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River.
Damn.
The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat.
Oh, good.
Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots.
I feel weird about the phrase rehabilitated.
Hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip.
And it's going great.
What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
So great.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
Yeah, it'd be meant to.
You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
I mean, you don't
From
have
where
to,
you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck.
don't need to shoot me.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Oh, good. Well, that was a short game. Good go, everybody. Ah, yes. I've seen this way too many times. It's everyone's favorite thing. Pop-ups. Doc, I don't feel so great. Text keeps floating in front of my eyes, telling me I have things. Well, at least I'm going unconscious again.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is.
Endless pop-ups in my head.
How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Well, could just go by Courier. But that's missing an opportunity, like how you missed the opportunity to name Link my ass in the Game Boy games. Could be Link, but it could also be ass. Although in this case, I am planning on playing a female courier, so I am going to go with maybe Leia, Lane. With Leia.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs.
Really missing out
Now,
on being
I
named
hope you
like
don't mind, but I have to go
Leatherback.
rooting around there in your noggin to
Banana
pull all
cake.
the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
You know, it's shot in the head. Would I know?
How'd I do?
One of those mods was the Fallout character overhaul. Which is why we get some fun problems like that. Obviously, some of the textures are doing better than others, but like that's the original versus the new one. And there's really only so much you can do for the faces. I am less of a potato. Also, some of the textures didn't install properly, so. guess I won't go with those. Okay. Gosh, I wish I could read the rest of that. So I think I'm going to go with some variety of Asian because shockingly Fallout games are not super diverse. Campus to work from me, but also kind of like the slightly like rounder face here. Customize. Honestly, I'm more interested in customizing like the hair and stuff. Are we in Hangover as an eye color? Okay, there we go. Not making a whole ton of difference here. So I'm going to go with a pale gray. Whoa. Set eyeliner to Maxwell. Most important part, the hair. Also ignoring the scene. Let's see. Cool, so now we can get a lot of insight into all my own insecurities vis-a-vis hair. And jawlines and stuff. Okay, let's see. I find this to be a very good hairstyle. It is also extremely common throughout the rest of the game. Don't look frazzled. Sophisticate's fine. That one looks like a bunch of spaghetti got glued together. Back in the before times we called that a mohawk, but now it's just rude. I kind of like how over the top that is. Look at Murphy didn't have the bangs. Same with this one. looking at this the entire time, not imagining this character as being super punk to begin with. So let's start with just a nice, basic, messy bun thing, because rendering ponytails is too hard. Hair color, though. See what happens if we just put it to like a jet black. I don't want that, actually. Not sure how Asian my character looks. But Fallout. I don't want to exaggerate crap. So shiny. Wish my hair did that. Also, play with some customs. Might just be my lighting mods, but it doesn't look very black to me. I think I'm just gonna go with a straight up black hair. Although making it a green is also honestly very fun. Wish we could have like streaks. Well, I think I'm gonna go with black because red. Kind of a nice unnatural red. Because like when they get so bright like this, it just doesn't seem to look right in the rest of the game. And that's just kind of a box hair dye red. It isn't very interesting. Yeah, let's go with just black. Promise I'm less boring in real life. That's not true. Eyebrows. It's very important that I choose the exact right eyebrows. So I'm just gonna go with these.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there.
Looking
Take
rugged,
it slow
Doc.
now. It ain't a race.
Well, you said get me on my feet, but I appear to be floating. Ah, well.
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Now, how am I going to build this character? So, last time I played a pretty smart, pretty agile character. That's what I end up playing in every game. Lots of repair, things like that. I think it would be fun to try to do like a big guns character, but I'm also not sure how practical that is. Same with doing a melee or unarmed character. Let's see. So, endurance could be fun because their effects are unarmed. It gives us more health. Charisma is great though, because honestly talking to everybody and convincing them to do things is really nice. I do love repair and I do love skill points. Luck is hilarious at all times. Let's make a stronger character than normal. Let's make them of average intelligence, because it denies us some ways of solving problems in a way that I think would be interesting. I think a little bit more charisma, basically a strong, approachable, kind of average person but able to stand up in a fight, which, given that I have Project Nevada and World of Pain installed, is going to be important. I feel weird having not... You know, I'm going to drop my endurance by 1 and give myself an extra point of intelligence. What if I was really unlucky? That could be fun. Let's see what it rates a 2 as. I am going to be 13 pitch black cats full of luck. In exchange, I am going to up my endurance again. I am going to up my intelligence. And let's put strength at 8 too. Oh, this character's gonna fucking die and it's gonna be great.
Now that don't make a lick of sense. Seems to me you're the luckiest son of a gun in New Vegas.
I was saving it all up for this
your
one.
vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and the bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your
Learn to
dog's still
jump.
barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat?
House.
Hillary? See, I want to choose renovate, but I'm so tired of people getting nice houses and then just totally destroying them. So I'm going to go with shelter.
Night.
Well, normally I'd say day, but that's not an option here. Dreams.
Bandit.
Ah! Wow. I'm gonna fully misinterpret this and say that I have a crush on them.
Light.
Torch is good.
Mother.
Role forced upon women, often whether they want it to be or not. That is not an option, is it? Human shield, that's dark. I like that. Jeans, caretaker. Certainly not tattle. I love cookies. But regret is just so deliciously sad.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
But I want to punch. So, mild disagreement.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Neutral. Some things you gotta do yourself. Some things you gotta lean on a friend.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Are you kidding? Have you been in this wasteland? New ideas are great.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
For this character, yes.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
A bullshit psychological test that's been mostly disproven. By which I mean... I like a chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
Really disproportionate drawing of the Space Needle. Or an oil well.
Last one.
Ah. A better drawing of the Space Needle. Big nose. Yeah.
Well, that's all she wrote.
I didn't write anything
I
down.
don't have
though.
nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Interesting. It is setting me up for an interesting run. I'll give it that for sure. You know what? Let's try it. Let's make it so we can't solve any problems.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting
Hey,
shot
I did
dead.
answer regret to the word mother, so, just saying. Okay, so, you may notice there are a shit ton of traits here, and that is because I installed additional traits. Tempting, but I don't want to just be zeroed. Ooh. That could be fun. I feel like if they bothered to shoot me in the first place, they might be really mad. That'd be cute. Also tempting. Dark. Do I have to be like actively chewing? I'm actually going to take good natured even though it's bad for one of the things I tagged. Or both, like everything I tagged. Except for science, just because I like the idea of this character. He's actually a pretty nice person. And... I've never played with Wild Wasteland, which I think could be a lot of fun. Or I could take Skilled. Hot-Blooded is also really fun looking. Let's take that. I'm a hot-blooded nice
All
person.
right, I guess that about does it.
Hooray!
Come with me, I'll see you out.
Hello, my body. So, Doc, are you going to send me out my underwear?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much used to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you.
People then
And
do
put
other
this on
things.
too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
Well, thank you. Probably gonna go die in about 6 seconds.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I'll do my best. Hardcore mode, hell yeah. There's a couple things I'm gonna grab real quick because they're from mods and I don't want to have to just run back in here. Specifically, I'm gonna grab this flashlight because I am afraid of the dark. Just take all of Doc Mitchell's books, proving to him that you should never trust anybody for any reason. There's this starter box. I think it's part of a World of Pain. It just gives you some extra equipment. There's some caps. Nice hat. Really valuable voice modulator. A gun case, you know. Things I shouldn't be poking in. Blood. Is it my blood? Don't think this works anymore, Doc. Chemistry set, a bunch of other stuff. Let's get rolling. So DLCs actually gave me a bunch of crap, and so we'll see how that goes. I'm also going to check. Yes. So Nevada Skies is beautiful, except for when it doesn't work. So by flicking it on and off again, that usually makes it start working properly. In one of my videos, I'm sure you will see why it sucks when it doesn't work. That's okay. We did it. Everything is great. My arch nemesis, Jazz. That doesn't seem ominous. Just gonna stand here for a second. Okay. That's... no, there was more. Alright, so I think that's pretty much everything. There might be one or two more things that'll pop up. I should be ready to go. I have a nice... God damn. Anyway, I have a nice vault suit. I've got fists. I do not want to punch Victor, especially not from this far away. See, ready to take on the world. Or at least go get Tom. Guys, you ever see a crow fly through a box and wonder if your life is a simulation?
Hey!
What's up? Hey, Sergeant Arcus, you're from a mod. I know, because you do not speak.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Hinky. Alright. What do you get up to?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Let's chill.
Sure, what do you want to know?
Am I going to be eviscerated immediately, or is it going to take like 16 seconds?
Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
I mean, most creatures don't, but...
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
Yeah, well...
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too. Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something
unpleasant.
folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
Hell yeah, NCR psyops. I'm gonna stare at some goats next.
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Are they poisonous or venomous?
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
I plan to. I presumably have no money.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to eat magazines. This makes more sense.
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap. Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, now let's actually go for what I came here
Yeah,
for.
I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Alrighty. I want to play pool so badly. And just delicately aim it, because there's one thing Bethesda physics engines are good at, it's delicacy. Aha. Yeah, okay, not the most immersive version of the game. But fun. Alright, let's go get taught. So, the story so far, I got shot in the head. Now this nice lady's gonna help me learn things.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay. Let's see, first off I can just try to shoot like this. Isn't gonna work too well. Try aiming down the sights.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
How dare you.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Gonna make a quick save. Gonna have a brief moment of terror that was gonna freeze and crash my game. Ah, yes. Gonna get rid of that canteen, actually. Because both Project Nevada, one of the big mods I have installed, and hardcore mode require you to stay hydrated. And if you have the Vault 13 canteen, it never runs out of water, and you always drink from it automatically, which seems like it would ruin kind of the whole hydration thing as a subsystem. Also, I have very shiny hands. Okay.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Okay. No. Forgot that's the sprint button with the mod I have installed.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Fine. I like geckos, though. Surely these geckos will be just the same as the sweetheart geckos I've met in real life. Hell of a shot. There we go. Oh, and there's the other one. Take that, geckos. Hey, Peach, did I do okay?
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Hell yeah, let's do this.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Cheyenne, you're being rude. Are you running in slow motion on purpose, man? Cool, so I'm gonna move this way. That's not promising. Random lady. I'm trying.
That takes care of that.
You okay?
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Thank you. Do the low-level character shuffle. Just want to listen to the radio, poor guy. See, they are cute, and that's what makes it hard. Now you show up.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Are we gonna cook meth? Just hear that's profitable. There's Cheyenne.
Hey there.
Hello again. Hey, doggo. Good girl. Hello. I like your glasses. You're mute, that's a little weird. In case you did not guess from the fact that she doesn't voice, she is a mod character. Walking through the woods. Woods is not really an accurate term. Scrubland? Scrubland. I always feel weird about the New California Republic, because, like, I'm from California, and they actually seem pretty rad, but also large governments tend to not go great. Or often don't. For example, they blur on textures all weird. Oh. I'm gonna say the combat music's playing, but why? Okay, so we gotta worry about damage versus damage per second, because we're worried about armor, strength requirements, and the condition. That makes sense. Cool. So I'm gonna switch over to the melee weapon, the game gauge. Sweet hell. Well, this is interesting. Oh, yes. Condition, repair. I'm so confused. That must have been the poison. That sucked. Alright. My health isn't great. Eat another stim pack. Quick save. This is the graveyard. Oh, great. Now I should eat this. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate being able to use your butt as a weapon. That's pretty much what Dating on Grindr was for, but no, it's a little rude. Plus, I'm gonna have food. Delicious food. There it was. Alrighty. Oh, didn't realize they could land. Sorry, Buggo, you're full of delicious food. What kind of world is this where a person can't use their own two hands and engage in some good old-fashioned grave robbing? Okay, the other place she said was a schoolhouse, and if I'm not mistaken, that looks a lot like a schoolhouse over there. What I'm gonna do by just zooming in. Yep, that looks schoolhousey. It doesn't rock. A kingdom for a Skyrim horse right about now, though. But that's just because I have been spending a lot of time in Good Springs while troubleshooting the mods for this. And Good Springs is just kind of big. Which is honestly impressive. In its own way. Ooh. Alright. So here's the old schoolhouse. I think. That's where my blinkers come from. Gotta remember to actually have a weapon. Stop. And I believe this lovely woman did tell us about air conditioning units. We're saved, everybody. No. Let's see what's going on in here. More bugs. I was expecting a lot of bugs at the Bethesda game. Waka Waka. I was gonna say to hear one more, but he's stuck in a desk. He's invincible. He has a chair. Oh dear. Skill magazine, a hammer, cup, and gonna sell all this shit. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get whole small amounts of caps. I can afford to buy like 3 bullets, which is better than 0 bullets. And one of the benefits of making a character who's physically strong is I can actually carry everything. Really? I'm starving on Mantis Farm. Very confused about the number of skill magazines I've been finding. Take Footlocker. Okay. Tiny chunk from earlier. Some bobby pins. Okay, let's try with hacking first. So I believe we tagged science earlier. Although as a computer science student, we don't get to count computer science as a real science. Not even in the humanities way of not counting, just no one loves us. At least NASA doesn't qualify as a science for the purpose of becoming an astronaut. Okay, so it needs to have only 1 letter in common. It could be hurting. It is not hurting. But, okay, so we know it's not. It's either the R or the H that they share in common. If only there was some sort of trick for not running out of packing attempts. But such an exploit would be wrong. Great. Probably the E, the I, and the G. E, I, and G. Reading books, you say? Oh, she said earlier. Oh, wow. Delicious. Shit, it's my lockpick skill. Ah, fool. Oh, I didn't realize that, like, wears off. I assume it wears off to be listed as an effect. As I mentioned, it's been a while. Well, it's not going to end in ing. I bet there's going to be some editing here. As much as watching me just do terminal stuff over and over again is super fun. See if there's anything back here that could help somehow, inexplicably. No, but there's a broom, so that's something. What's your bobby pins? Some glue. Okay, let's try to be patient this time. Okay. So it's basically letting. Probably getting? Motherfucker. I remember right from the olden days. You can sometimes find things in here that will let you get some extra attempts. Not today, apparently. Setting. Oh, thank God. Can you get me all too? Yeah. Gimme. That seems important. There's a lot of stuff in here. Some might say too much stuff. Oh, now it's broken. Guess I didn't do that good a job of hacking it, huh? Oh. Oops. Alright, let's get back to Sunny. Hey, Victor. That's not how one normally goes inside, you know. Just gonna pop a quick save real quick. Yeah, sorry I don't have a lot of great commentary for this section. It's just, there's kind of just a lot of walking. There's nothing wrong with walking. Free wagon for wagoning. Follow the magic arrow. Hey, there you are. What up? You getting smashed?
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Level with me. It's just cocaine. Right.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever.
Those kinds of guns.
Well, I hope that's enough to get you started.
Probably.
I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Thank you for that advice. Hey, random guy over there. How's it hanging? So does just no one leave this particular section? Hey man, what's
Hello?
going on?
Can you help me?
Sure.
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die. Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail. You will?
Hey. Broken radio tower. Right into the sun. Perfect. Ideal. Just me and a straight razor versus the world. And apparently a bunch of geckos. Who? Onward. No regrets. Probably lots of regrets. Also probably shouldn't stop to pick roots on the way. My girlfriend's in danger. Yes, but this is a Bethesda game, so she can chill for like an hour right now. Gonna sneak up on an animal land. I can't believe that worked. Leia, terror of bipedal reptiles. Uh-oh, combat music. Oh, hi. Oh, they're so cute. I hate it. Oh, Jesus. Hi. Do you explode when I take your stuff? Where am I getting the eggs from? Oh, there's the obvious answer. Okay, I have skills. Delicious skills. I want to beef up my survival so I can cook more things. Get my unarmed up so it's reasonably higher than my weapons. My guns is terrible. It should probably be less terrible. And then let's up melee weapons a touch. Actually, let's keep dumping unarmed upwards. Ooh. Okay, so now we get to choose a perk, which is new, and there are also additional ones of those that I can take. I mean, I'm holding a baseball bat or something, so that doesn't really strike me as useful. Black Widow. No bonsai, please. I do not want a tree growing out of my head. I find that hilarious. Like that requires a low rank in medicine. So, these two, I can be a killer bisexual, and honestly, that is goals in all of life. Okay. Let's take Sèches La Femme. That was probably not how that's pronounced. Yeah, come. Always take the gecko meat. Okay, for funsies. It's not anything. Punch gecko with fist. Need to remember to throw that canteen into, like, oh wow. Hi! There's a lot of you. Ow, 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 ow. Maybe guns for this one. Well, I'm training up. One of my melee weapons. Okay, so the condition of that is crappy. Let's try a different melee weapon. Hella deeps. Let's take a steam pack before we fight. And a quick save. Nope, they saw us. Babies, they're so cute. Get back here. You know what? I'm just gonna let you have Fred. Hey, rude.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
I really should have seen this coming.
Aha! You like that?
I do not. There may be a disadvantage to this melee ability. Let's see when the last time I saved was. Fuck. Okay. No, I don't want to help him. So I guess it's good roleplay. Boo. No, he saw me.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you. Aha!
Again, extremely rude. Cover, 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 cover. Fuck. Finally shoot him next time. Jesus. My 8 and guns.
Sorry I tricked you. Aha!
Let's try and turn down.
Sorry I tricked you.
Over here!
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out.
Thank you, Vats. That didn't go great for him, did it? Let this be a warning to all that would trick me that I am very, very petty. And as such, will put your head somewhere stupid. Right here. That camera's worth something. Yeah. Take foot locker. Looks like the original owner of this didn't do very well for themselves. Ugh, it's pretty grim, honestly. Make sure there's nothing else hanging out up here. Put face directly into bush. Check bush. Tempting. But I have learned to not sleep out in the middle of the woods. I am, however, going to try jumping down this because I'm done this. Actually, there's some harvestable stuff on the way back, so let's get to that. So worried I'm gonna just bite it on the way back. This is safe. Nope. That is an expensive shovel. a flashlight. Apparently the reason it kind of jerks along like that is because of rules within the engine itself. We've been going the right direction. Yes. Okay. Good old Good Springs home. There's the saloon. Hey, old man. How you doing?
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Place to stay. Enlightenment.
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Noted.
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Easy Pete is an anarchist. Sweet.
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
That's fair.
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
That's something.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
Fair.
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Duly noted. Hey, Sonny.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
You're being an asshole, that's my problem.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with.
Awesome.
About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
But we all gotta help each other, you know?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. All right. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Great.
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though.
Nice.
Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Well, like actual California, which, wait. Damn.
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Have you met pre-war tech around here in this setting? It's all creepy.
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
Yeah, but they seem like jerks.
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
It's like there's some sort of reputation system.
Got a special discount for you, after what you've done for us.
You mean nothing? Thank you. I'm gonna go sell some stuff at the general store, I think.
Be careful out.
That's right, you better run. Let's go check out that radio. Not sure I have enough repair. Hooray! So,
If you're looking for supplies, Chad over at the general store can help you out.
cool, cool. Is there anywhere to sleep in this town? Okay, I'm not doing too bad yet. Nice motorcycles. What time is it anyway? Sounds like 9. Yeah. There, you welcome me. We've been social distancing so long, I don't know what time it is anymore.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. Town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Yes, that's fair.
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
I don't know.
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
I don't suppose there are any mods for melee weapons or my fists.
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Joke's on you, I don't clean my gun.
Can do.
But let me sell you things, please. So I'm gonna sell a bunch of stuff that I found. And also probably pretty much anything that I found in, or anything that was given to me as part of the DLC packs, because, to be totally honest, it seems kind of imbalancing. Give the spears. Spears are cool. Machete honestly seems pretty useful. Not gonna sell that. Don't need to carry cups. This seems important for playing on hardcore. But I can cook some of these, craft them. grenade rifle. Still gonna end up with a bunch of extra money. And I stay at the canteen so I can die of dehydration like a good, upstanding person. God, that's worth so much money. I'm gonna just dump that somewhere. Please take all these grenades. Ah, shit. I outpurchased him. That's not great. Good sir, I wish your interface was better, but what do you have in terms of weapons? Post-war toaster. Silence pistol seems useful. Jesus shit. I like the varmint rifle so far. Beast. Not charging enough. Haven't you seen that everyone's just fucking making sourdough now? Because we're out of yeast. That could be fun. Drugs are good. A log. See, that would be cool if I actually fucking had her. Pleasure cleaning you out.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it easy now.
Let's go find a campfire and a crafting table. And then be scared because it's night. Looks like I'm short on repair for a bunch of stuff. Bear trap fist. I like the sounds of these. Okay, well, can't do jack or shit right now. Hi. That was scary. God, can I sleep in a couch? Sleep on the surgery bed, maybe? Nope, it's marked as owned.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need... You take care.
Quest, find a bed. Is there a bed in here? Nope. Arch nemesis, a kitchen. Delicious toilet water. Alright, nowhere to sleep here, I guess. I can't fucking see anything.
Hey there.
Yo. You have a bed I can sleep in? You seem cool. It's like you're a modded character or something. Excusez-moi. Hey, this isn't marked as owned for some reason. They're making me feel weird about it. Fine. Oof. Nope. Doesn't seem like they'll be working too well. That's a fire hazard. That's what that is. What the hell is everybody? No, got turned around. So this big oak about how do I leave moment. Well, I'm forced to stay up all night. I'm gonna go talk to Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Well, they know you.
Happy trails!
So, Victor, apparently you own the shack. What a fabulous shack it is. And I don't think you're going to use your bed, so I'm going to help myself here. That is not what I meant to do. Alright, time to face the day. Time to not rob this nice robot. Time for my stomach to make terrifying noises, apparently. Find it cooked?
Howdy, partner.
Ah! Hi. Forgot that I had that equipped. Alright, we've done that. Let's go this way. Let's see if we can get any bottles or anything from this store. So otherwise we're gonna have water problems really soon. This is going to be hilarious.
You looking to buy some supplies? Okay.
Wonder if I can fill this.
Thanks. Take it easy.
Hello. Excuse me. Well, let's go talk to this guy at the gas station. And then get into fucking real estate. A lot of bad houses around here.
That's close enough.
Hi, buddy.
Who are you, and what do you want with me?
That sounds more like a come on than I think you intended.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all.
Listen,
We got
I
off
really
to a
want to
bad
ride in
start.
Beetle, but
Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
I haven't a clue.
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pie. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced, and more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game?
Sure.
Don't worry. I'm not that good of a player.
A match. This lighting thing is not helping. I really should have looked at the rules. I just discard cards forever? So excited to run out of cards. Truly an invigorating game. Yes, because the rules don't make any sense. Okay, but seriously, my man,
what is it? Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
That sucks.
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, some of the other people in town were also on board.
Yeah, we'll see what's up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
I mean, have you seen her name? Okay, so what the fuck, caravan? Okay. Okay, so I probably fucked that up. Basically building the caravans. That seems confusing. This is what I was supposed to do. Sack. I'm sure there won't be anything depressing behind Doc's house at all. Legitimately surprised there was not a grave. Oh, that's not to send me smiles.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Apparently.
Say no more. I'm in.
Shit, really?
Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Wish I had a notepad.
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over. I'll be waiting.
Let's see what we can do. I'm just apparently very hopeful. And slightly too unskilled in repair to make cool things.
You looking to buy some supplies?
I'm looking to get help.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
They're bottle caps. Fuck you.
Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved. But hey, I'm sure you can buy what you need. This again? You looking to buy some supplies? You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Whatever, capitalist.
Take it easy.
Try to convince Trudy.
Hello.
So
you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work. You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
Excuse me while I read a magazine in front of you.
Feeling thirsty? I can take... I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
I weirdly took care of that.
Be careful out there.
Oh, right, I was going to buy things from you. Well, alright. Now I just need to find Easy Pete and pretend I know anything about explosives. Not suppose I have blowing things up. The magazine. No, but I have something with nuke in the name, so.
Howdy. Bad. Welcome. Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Honestly, that's fair. I don't know what end to light.
Yep. Yep.
Alright. I have a flashlight, let's do this. No. Let's modify my boxing gloves. Excellent, excellent. Can I modify a straight razor? Cannot repair it. That's a bummer. I have a knife though. Knives are good. It's a kitchen knife, and I'm pretty sure I just stuck it into my own kidney, but you know. I wonder what this goes on, besides apparently not just my hands. I'm gonna go see about water real quick, just because it's bothering me. Guys, why did you leave your well this far outside of town? Moved in here. Also extremely curious about why there's no, no wait, wasn't that one of the wells looked like? Let's go check it. This might just be a different mystery. No, serves no purpose. In fact, that is exactly what it is. Excuse me, Mr. Windmill, can I have water? What do you mean that's not how windmills work? I guess you aren't attached to anything. Hi, I like your armor. It's like I got it for you because I'm great. Want to be friends with these big horners. Right after I remember how to jump. Another thrilling adventure in walking to places. Someday I will learn to craft a cork, and then I will be unstoppable. Nice. Cloned things. Always good. I need more survival, apparently. It's good to know. Okay, so for that, I need glass pitcher. What about for just normal purified water? No, that's... I have so many questions. What does that even mean? Can I just tape it to myself? Okay, so I need a bunch of dirty water, surgical tubing. Can I make dirty water? No. Well, this is very confusing. At least I could do that. Here's some beds I can sleep in. Here's a suitcase. With a baseball in it. Okay, well, that will be on the list of things I will do when I am not recording. Is figuring out how anything works. I'm sorry, ghost site. Keep an eye out for pictures and stuff.
Why ain't you... forget it.
What up?
Hey.
It's like you're a mod character.
It's just a little bike trouble, you know. No biggie. I don't know. The rear stabilizer's kind of loose. Well, that shouldn't cause any real problems. God knows. It could be anything. Oh. Magic. Well, come on then. I guess we gotta find a gas station then, don't we? Yeah, we. You know, like, you and me. You dig?
Sure, why not?
Hey, I knew you could count on you, pal. So, where we heading? Okay, lead the way.
I'm 3,000% going to die. Hey, how do you feel about enormous gunfights? Man of silence, I can appreciate that. Gas station is somewhere. It's you, asshole. Listen, I know I said this was a gas station, but I'm not sure it's pumped gas in years.
Oh, where do I put the... Are you sure this is the right place? You know, I don't think they're open. Well, I'm all out of ideas. Hey, do you want to go for a drink? I saw this place when I was riding down on the I-15. I wanted to check it out. Come on, it ain't far. Let's go.
See, I feel like I'm being hustled, but also this is exactly what would happen if anyone were to try to hustle me. I would just be like, sure, you seem nice, and I don't want to reject you out of my fear of social awkwardness. So let's just do the thing. I'll go drink with you, random stranger. With a fanny pack, but like a really cool one. My inner modder wants me to figure out what's messing with the textures on those, but I'm not going to. Coyote. Sure, we'll just leave us alone. It's not leaving us alone. Excuse me. Let it be known I feel super bad about that. I don't know, man. This place looks like a bummer. We did it. Hey, come back.
What's up? Okay. What did I say, man? What did I say? Told you this place would be good.
Sure. Nice view.
What's your drink, pal? Hey, go on. Get that down you. Yeah, I like this place. Sometimes, you just need to wind down, you know. Before I leave, I'm gonna come back here one night. Watch the sunset. The name's Nina. I'm kind of a drifter, you know? Where else? On my way to Vegas. Really? Well, ain't that a coinkydinks? Anyway, enough about me. What do they call you?
Leia.
Nah, I don't like it.
It
It's
is
too hard to
two
remember.
syllables.
So, what do your friends call you? Well, you're probably gonna need one with
Bullet
going
head.
in like that. Give 'em a what? That's my name, man. Come on, throw me a bone. People don't call you anything else. Nina ain't a number. It's quit asking questions. We're on to you now. 6. Yeah, that works.
Cool.
Okay, 6. Back to business. What are we gonna do about my bag?
Why is it my problem?
I doubt it around here. These people don't even got shoes. We'll have to check at Prim. Isn't that just up the road? Okay, let's just head back to my bag then. I've got to pick up some stuff.
You seem to assume that I'm very happy to volunteer for you. And you're right. But that is because your accent confuses me, and I want to know more. The real minigame is linguistic interrogation. The other real minigame is accidentally getting lost. Well, it wasn't that way. On the road again. Someday I'll find the road again. Oh, there's that road, but I think that's further out than we were. Ooh, a pit. Yep, that seems safe. 300%. Place so nice I discovered it twice. That seems bad. Haven't saved me forever either, so let's fix that. Didn't give me a chance to run, I think blocking the sledgehammer with a knife wasn't work out in my favor. See, this is why we save. And why I'm going to shove a stim pack into my arm.
They don't fire with me there.
I helped.
What the hell, man? What? Don't go acting like it was your fault, okay?
Have you met
I
me?
need something to take the edge off.
Everything is my fault.
Steady, man. Why are you after it?
No thanks.
Your loss.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the stuff. You know what, man? It was a shitty bike. Always letting me down. I don't need it. See, all I need is you, Six. You see me and you? We're gonna make it to Vegas. Even if we gotta walk there. Am I right?
Sure.
What'd you say, Six? Great. Hey, we are gonna be the best of pals. I can already tell.
Fucking
okay.
custom finger
Make
gun
a way to
animation.
prim them. Nah, man. Backcountry. Telling you. I rode down that way. Almost got raped by giant lizards.
Yeah,
I had to
that's
spend 3
unpleasant.
days hiding in some tower. So Lay got bored and wandered off. Nah, 'cause I got a little, busyness to take care of on the way anyway. Let's just head south, swinging east past Nipton, back on the road. North. We'll be there in like 3 or 4 days, tops.
Sure.
Lead the way, man.
Let's go head out Doc Mitchell for some extra supplies.
Hey, Six, can we stop at the Marvy outpost? I got a little something to take care of. It won't take long. Alright, let's go.
I mean, we're going the opposite way right now, but appreciate the idea, and I will take it under advisement. Good, already saw it. Man.
How are you holding up?
Doing okay.
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Alrighty. Thank you.
You take care now.
Did you take off your hat? Okay. Immersive. Like any real gentleman, he takes off his bandana when he goes inside. Okay.
I'll keep an eye out for the powder gangers and meet up. Until next time.
Picture.
Feeling thirsty?
Can you buy me, or can I buy water from you? Yes. Great. Wonderful.
Thanks.
You're quite welcome.
Be careful out there.
Well, we're about to all go get shot, so you know. Careful's relative. I have a knife for a gunfight, so it's gonna be fine.
Hey, Six, you ever been to Denver? Strange place. Everyone lives in the sky. This one time, we get really drunk and one guy fell off. Then he got eaten by dogs. I like dogs. It's a pretty fun place.
Badass. Yeah, I've come to solve your problem that you caused yourself.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Jesus.
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store.
Right. Gonna have a nice, good, proper save. Hey. Oh boy. Oh gosh, oh jeez. This is why we save ahead of time. Oh no. Oh, that is so many parts that I have been put into. Okay. Now we have a little thing called cover and a quick save.
It's gotta be real quiet.
I'll do a melee build, I said. It'll be fine, I said. Oh, let's see. I have some actual fucking armor here. Let's go with the varmint rifle because it's actually accurate. Okay, I can have a reputation. Level 3. Let's level up our repair and our survival so we can actually make things. Some odd numbers going on.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, buddy.
Hey there.
Oh, Cheyenne. Hi.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid good.
Sorry about your dog.
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear. But off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. Until next time.
She doesn't seem too torn up about it.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet. Be careful.
Okay, so that seems like a good place to stop. With my young, junky gentleman friend. He's actually kind of attractive. Anyway, I'm going to stop the game here, and we'll pick up next time. There's one more companion to grab in this starting area, but after that I think we'll be pretty much done with all the quests around here and get on to some more interesting stuff. Alright, thanks for watching.